Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back. Sorry I haven't posted any surron content in a while, but I mean, I've been recording. I lost 3 videos, in a row due to audio issues. The first 2 were because I was trying out this wireless mic that sucks big old balls, and the last one was I had to change the settings when I had the wireless mic, and I put my wired back on and forgot to change the settings back, so I lost the audio for that whole video. So now this is my 4th try to post some content. I saw this the other day. I want to go check it out. There's no alligators in there, I hope. Alright, you got some all-seeing eye Illuminati shit. None of this artwork is all that appealing. Caro. Sex with 3 exclamation points. F Donald Trump. Sex, F Donald Trump. Yeah, that's a disturbing image. Alright. Let's go around to the other side. Oh, I should have stayed on here. Shit. I think I can get down right there. That's kind of steep. I can make it. I got brakes. What's over here? Just kind of more of the same. Well, this artwork's a little bit better. I wonder if I should use this as my thumbnail. Let's try. Alrighty, not bad. There's this other spot I want to go check out. I took that hill like nothing. Alright, I want to give you guys some updates on my plans. Oh shit. For my e-commerce store. Let me fix my Insta360 here. And we can talk about that on the way to this swamp area that I'm going to check out. So in the video I didn't post, but I recorded yesterday, but I lost the audio. I saw an alligator, another one, so that'll be the 4th one I've seen. Alright. So anyways, I've been doing a lot of work. I took 2 weeks off of work so I can work on my website and everything, so it's all ready to go basically. Last thing I'm working on is just getting my liability insurance set up for the business. I got my LLC, bank account, website, all that shit set up. I got some initial products I'm going to be selling. As far as bikes, I'm going to be selling the AmiJet. Ah shit, I forgot what it's called. I'll put it here. Armor, but that's like more of like a full-size electric dirt bike. It's not really for riding like this on sidewalks. I mean, you could, I don't know, you're gonna get a lot of attention though. It's more for like off-road shit, going fast. It's got a huge battery, 70 amp hour battery, 72 volts. It has a 20 or 25 kilowatt peak power output. It's got a 4-speed manual gearbox. So on an electric bike, a gearbox is completely different than on like a gas bike. And I'll explain that, I think, later at some other point. But you can leave it in automatic. You can just leave it in 3rd gear, right? It's wherever how much torque you want. You can switch up and down through the gears if you want. You can, if you want to leave it in 2nd gear and just do power with these all day, you can leave it in 3rd gear for do like all around riding. You know, go up to like 50-60 miles an hour in 3rd gear from 0. You can just leave it there for the life of the bike and never touch it and have to switch gears again. It just gives you a lot of options. Like, you can choose your torque without having to switch out your freaking sprocket every time. You know, if you're coming off motorcycles to e-bikes, it's a nice transition because it's going to feel good to you. You can switch up and down through the gears. If you're new to like motorcycles or electric bikes and stuff like that, and you're kind of intimidated by the whole clutch thing and switching the gears, like I said, you stick it in 1 gear, you never have to touch the clutch or gearbox again, you just use it as an automatic. So it just gives you a lot of options. And then I like the idea of having, you know, smaller and smaller gear ratios, or larger, I don't fucking know. But you can have like monster torque. First gear is like ridiculous monster torque, and then you have, you know, a really high end. So this bike goes 80 to 85 miles an hour top end. So yeah, like I said, it's like a full-on motorcycle. And that one's gonna cost, I don't know yet. I don't want to talk about that yet. I have no idea. I have to wait and see. But anyways, that one's gonna be on there. I'm gonna have that. I got the surron on there. That's tried and true, $4,500. And then I have the Talaria Sting R. I mean, the only way I can make any money off of it is by charging, because of shipping and all that shit. I have to charge $5,000 for $49.99, and I hardly make any profit because a lot of it goes to shipping. So that includes shipping. And so the Surron's free shipping. The Talaria Sting R includes shipping. It's not free, but it's $49.99. And then I have the Armajet. And so there was this other bike I was really excited about. I've been talking about it a long time. The Velimoto V80. I'll show a picture of it here. Oop. So, I don't know, I was trying to order it. I mean, you guys wouldn't believe how much fucking bullshit I had to go through just to get like permission to sell this thing. And then they give me permission to sell it, and I go and I want to order my sample so I can do a thorough review of it, because there's no information about it at all. And then now all of a sudden they're having issues with it. They say manufacturing issues or something, I don't know. So at least for right now, that's kind of off the table. So I ordered a different bike by the same company, because this company has like, I think 4 different bikes that I want to sell, just fucking badass bikes. And so I'm going to start with one, and then as I make more money, all the money I make is going to, well, I'm going to pay myself back for some personal funds I use for the business, but after that, everything is going to be buying samples of these other bikes I want to sell and doing thorough reviews on them and stuff like that. So, you know, everyone can make informed decisions before they buy anything off of me. But yeah, so the launch date of the store is going to be May 30th, and I'll do a video that day going over the store and everything like that. And then this new bike that I'm going to sell instead of that V80, I'm not going to say what it is yet, but I mean, you've probably seen it out there. So there's a lot of like manufacturers. They don't actually manufacture all the pieces. They're more like assemblers, you know, and distributors, assemblers. But they use different, you know, parts, and they have different quality of their work. So this is one that's, you know, it's been out there. People have had it, you know, mostly in Europe, and there's different companies that sell it. So this particular company, all the parts are way more high end. You know, I think even the battery cell, I'm not sure. I want to say the battery cells are better. But anyways, I'm getting this. I'm going to do a thorough review on it before I do anything else as far as selling it. I'm talking range test, top speed. Gonna go over the brakes, suspension, thorough review. I'm sick of like people selling bikes, and then like you go and you try to get some information on the bikes they're selling, because there's a lot of new bikes coming out and there's like nothing, no information. So anyways, I put in the order for that bike, I paid for it, so as soon as I get it, they have them in stock, so it's not like a high turnaround, so they're sending me one, and then as soon as I start doing reviews and stuff like that, I'm going to post that. Just because there's not, I don't want to post it now, just because there's not enough information on it online. I want to make sure. Oh yeah, and then I'm going to be buying other bikes. There's this other bike that is brand new from that same company. It's like a Surron Junior. So it's like 30 or 40 pounds lighter than the Surron. It looks way more like a mountain bike, but it still has a 60 volt, 26 amp hour battery. You know, at 30, 40, you know, pounds lighter, it probably is a wash, close to it as far as range. The top speed is 45, 50 miles an hour on it, but it's smaller battery, smaller frame, very mountain bike like. So it's like a lot more stealth than the Surron, you know, much lighter. So for people who are worried about, you know, the Surron getting attention or them getting a ticket, you know, or maybe the Surrons in their area they're starting to crack down on them or something like that, this is a perfect bike for that. Or just someone that just wants something similar to Surron but lighter. So that'll be coming. And then there's also this commuter bike. It's like a kind of, I don't know, I guess it would compete with like the Super 73s or something like that. It's kind of got that style-ish, except it's got a 12,000 kilowatt motor. It does have the 4-speed gearbox, because it has the same motor as the other one I was talking about, and gearbox. But like I said, you stick it in gear, you never touch it again. But that one has a, let's see, 72 volts, and it has a 100 amp hour battery. I mean, I don't know, that's a fucking ridiculously huge battery. We're talking over 100 miles of range on that thing, so that's like perfect. I mean, it's a street bike, it's not a dirt bike. So if you want something to commute on, and you're doing all road, Like this, it's perfect, and it looks really, really cool too. So, anyways, everything's coming along good with that. I'm really excited to get this new bike, test it out, and I'm thinking if I like that bike a lot, I might upgrade it a little bit. There's some upgrades I want to do right off the bat. Probably change the tires too. I like these Trials tires, the Shenko 241, so I'll probably stick those on there. Probably switch out the pegs, and depending on how the spring feels in the back, I might put a heavier spring on there. I'm not sure. But that's probably it. And then, yeah, it's a small bike. It's probably comparable to the Surron, the same size basically, except it comes with a 21-inch wheel front, 18 back, and then it comes with like dirt bike brakes and better suspension, all that kind of stuff. It's just upgraded from the Surron in every way, but similar form factor, I guess. Anyways, I might sell this bike, my Surron, for like 10 grand. Because, I mean, it's just pimped out in every way. And then put that money into my business, I think. So this park should be coming up here pretty soon. And there's like a little trail right off. It's just like a baseball field where like Little League, they practice. But there's this trail that goes off into the forest. And there's like a swamp. You know what? I'm going to get fucking destroyed by mosquitoes. So I got some bug spray that I brought with me in my bag here, so I'm going to have to spray myself down before I go in there. Anyways, I'm really excited about this business thing. And I'm not expecting it to just take off. I'm going to make a shitload of money. I think it'd just be cool to be able to fund this hobby. If I make enough money to fund my hobby, the e-bike stuff, because I also want to get into scooters. Oh yeah, I'm going to be selling a scooter too, a hyper scooter. And then I would love to get into EUCs, because those look... Maybe not to sell, because I don't think there's very good profit margin on them. But just to have. I kind of want to get the Sherman S, because those look fun. Imagine going like 45, 50 miles an hour down the road on one of those things. I feel like you're flying. Here we go. Oh shit, I didn't put on bug spray. Oh well. Actually, I'm going to get fucking chewed up. I'm going to put some on, actually. Alright, all sprayed up. Man, I love finding these little spots. And they're always like tucked in like between neighborhoods and shit. Like you would never know they were there unless you looked on Google Maps and stuff. But look, it's like a fucking swamp like in the middle of a neighborhood here. There's another trail that goes the other direction. I'm really enjoying my time off at work. We've been crazy busy. Whoa, what were those? When I was in Seattle, there's this type of mushroom that grows naturally there in wood chips. It's called psilocybe cyanescens, I think. I call them blue ringers. And they're magic mushrooms or psilocybin mushrooms. They got like wavy caps. Those look... I wonder what those are. Those look interesting. But yeah, I saw what they found, like hundreds of them. They would grow in these big patches. Had my first encounter with God on some of those mushrooms. Oh, that's interesting. What is that? Oh, it's just a stump. You know there's alligators in there. Isn't that beautiful though? Look at that. There's some giant butterflies this time of year. You hear those cicadas? They get freaking loud. When I first moved here, I had no idea what they were. I kept going in the backyard and I was like, what the hell? Is that something wrong with the electrical line? I was trying to figure out what the hell that sound was, because I've never heard a cicada before. And then the neighbor told me it's just a bug that comes out in summer. They live underground, I guess, and they come out during the summertime and they mate. And that loud sound, I guess, is the mating call. Yeah, just the other day I was riding just at the park by my house and a fucking deer just jumped out right in front of me. and like just ran in front of me for a little bit and then just jumped into the forest. And I got a video on my phone of it like hiding in the forest. I put it on the YouTube as a short. Look at that. Some more like interesting fungus over there. I think what are they called? There's a certain kind of magic mushroom that grows in Texas. Cubensis, cubensis. They grow in cow shit though, so, or like areas where you're using manure. I think there's probably a few different species of magic mushrooms that grow here, but I'm over that. Last time I had a strong mushroom trip, I always encounter this female presence that communicates with me telepathically when I'm shrooming, and it just lectures me on my life and how to be a better person and shit, father and husband and all that kind of stuff. But basically it told me not to do mushrooms anymore last time I did it. It told me to just meditate, concentration meditation, like where you hold your awareness on like your breath or an object or something like that. That strengthens your will and makes it control your impulses better, because the impulse to think or to your consciousness to flutter or look around or something like that, it's really hard to resist that kind of thing, and when you get good at it, it helps control all impulses. And then it told me to practice compassion, just being nice to people and trying to help people. And so they said if I did those two things, then I would have these gradual improvements in my, I guess, spiritual development, psychological development, something like that, and I would notice them over time. And that I did get a lot of benefit from psychedelics, but I was kind of at the point where I wouldn't get any more benefit, and it's better just to work on myself in that way. So yeah, and so since then I haven't done any more psychedelics. Well, that's a lie. I microdosed a shitload after that, but I didn't get high off it. I was just microdosing. And it wasn't mushrooms, it was ACO dimethyltryptamine. It's like a synthetic psilocybin you can get online. It's not regulated. Hope I don't encounter any snakes in here. I still haven't got a new memory chip for my 360. I just have to turn it back on every once in a while. But yeah, I microdosed for a while. There's some science that suggests that psilocybin, psychedelics, helps with neurogenesis. The growth of new neurons in the brain can help with like brain damage and shit like that. I also supplement these lion's mane mushroom mycelium. I don't know if you guys heard of Paul Stamets out of Olympia, Washington. He's a pretty famous mycologist. He's all into mushrooms. And there's a lot of research that suggests that lion's mane mushroom mycelium also supports neurogenesis and neuron growth. And so yeah, when you take a psychedelic, you microdose a psychedelic, and that stuff together is kind of like a stack. I don't know what you call it, like a neurogenesis stack, because the psychedelic it wires your brain, it connects your brain, so it establishes new connections, making you more creative and a better problem solver. And then I think the lion's mane helps grow new neurons and maintain those new connections. I'm not sure. That's probably wrong, but something like that. But I problem solve for work, so that's why I'm using it. I might start doing it again, actually. I kind of miss it. But I'm in Texas now. That's dangerous. You can, like, some crazy fuckers with guns will kick down your door and they'll put you in a fucking cage with murderers and rapists, you know, for having ungovernment sanctioned experiences. So I think it's funny how the right calls the left authoritarians, and obviously there's some elements to the left there are crazy authoritarians, but they ain't got nothing on the right. Where am I going? Do I want to go to Alligator Park? You guys have seen that a lot already. Actually, I'm gonna head back. I'm not gonna end the video, but I'm gonna head back the other direction because I want to go off-road, because there's just these spots that I haven't been able to go because it was raining for a long time. They got flooded, so I want to go back and check them out. I've been seeing a lot of like water moccasins over there, so I want to see if I can get some on camera. Those are venomous snakes. I don't know if they're, I think they're called cottonmouths too. Water moccasins and cottonmouths, I think they're the same thing. I'm not 100% sure. And I want to go check on Alberto. Alberto is the neighborhood alligator that lives right behind my house. See if I can see him. I should probably just get on the street. Hey, if you're interested in this bike and you got 10 grand, let me know. It's got upgraded everything. So it's got the best tri-battery, the 72 volt, 51 amp hour max. That's the most powerful Chai they got. And it's got the Greenline Engineering BAC 4000 with the heat sink powder coated by We Coat It. And it's got the skid plate powder coated by We Coat It. The wheels are powder coated by We Coat It. Pretty much almost everything that you can upgrade besides the suspension, which is fine. Damn, I wanted to pass that dude. Oh yeah, there's this spot over here too. Maybe I'll go on there, check it out. Yeah, that dude got me fired up for some reason. I mean, not for some reason, I know why. I've been fucking taking testosterone. Been injecting 100 milligrams of testosterone a week. Gets me a little testosterone-y, I guess. My endocrinologist subscribed it to me because apparently my nuts aren't working anymore. They say when you have kids young, like I had kids hella young. Actually, let's go this way. Like I was 22 when my son was born, and they say like when you're around pregnant women, there's some pheromone released or something like that you know makes you stop producing as much testosterone because they want you to calm down, I guess. I mean, not they, but evolution, I guess. And so you naturally produce less. And I got a vasectomy when I was like 27 after I had my daughter. So that I'm not you know, I'm impotent now. I produce sperm. It just gets cut off. Can't make it to the juice. And then I don't produce testosterone anymore. And the doctor was telling me, yeah, one of the side effects is, you know, you might not produce as much testosterone on your own naturally, but you know, I'm not producing that much anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter. So essentially, you know, my boys are purely ornamental at this point. They don't really serve any function, which is fine. I don't care. And they shrink when you take testosterone too, which I also appreciate because, you know, they're up out of the way. You don't have to worry about when you're getting old and getting all sagged up and stuff and sitting on your boys. So yeah, I'm comfortable with it. Anyways, I do get fired up sometimes though. Anyways, nothing going on here. Let's go check out. Go check out over here. I'm gonna name this video Psychedelics and Ornamental Nuts. Man, it's a beautiful day today. I wonder if I can go around that way. I think I'll get cut off at Space Center over there. And fuck it, let's go. Ouch. These weeds are fucking hurting my leg. So I've been on this diet for a while now. I'm gonna do it for a year, but since I'm on vacation, I am gonna do a one cheat day. Part of the diet is I can't have any alcohol at all. But I miss drinking and playing freaking Fortnite or other battle royales with my boys. So I'm gonna do that tonight. First time in 6 months. But you know, that's it. After that, I'm right back to strict mode. This has been a nice. The weather's fucking perfect right now. Like it's got a nice breeze. It's not very humid. I think it's probably about 80, 82, 83, something like that. Yeah, I love the weather here in Houston. Even when it's humid, I don't give a fuck. Like, I grew up in the desert where it gets 110. Like, the summers here ain't shit. People say they're really hot, but actually, it's not that bad. It's not like 90 degrees. It is humid, but it's not terrible. Yeah, it's kind of plateaued on my weight loss. I lost 53 pounds. I went from, like, almost 300 pounds to, like, 242, 243. So I decided, just fuck it, I'm just gonna start lifting because I can build muscle really fast. I guess it's just in my genetics. I can gain fat and muscle fast, so I just said fuck it. I'm just gonna start bulking up then if I can't lose any more fat. I think I'll displace some fat weight with muscle weight. That's what I'm hoping. So I just started a couple weeks ago, like last week I think. So within like a few months here, I'm gonna get big. Back to the asshole again. What is that? Is that like is that a Ferrari or is that a Lamborghini or what? There's too much going on in this fucking video, man. Shrunken nuts, psychedelics, fucking having sex with Donald Trump, Lamborghinis pissing me off. Oh, they're going in my neighborhood. You're driving like a fucking prick in a residential neighborhood. Oh yes, it's way more dry. So, today I put on the, oh, did I even tell you guys? I'll show you. Oh, I got my, I got a new skid plate because when I had the 12-inch wheels on, I fucked up the other one. But anyways, I had Dave at powder coat it for me to match, you know, all my other shit. And so I put it on. Looks pretty nice. And then same day I changed my brake pads for the first time. I put on like the metal ones, you know, with the little heat sinks. And then, I checked the pressure on my forks. I have actually never checked the pressure on my forks since I got this bike, and it was at like 50 psi. So I put it up to 120. Now it feels way better. So when you get a surron or get an e-bike, check the pressure, air pressure in your forks. Look how beautiful this is with all the flowers. So it was right back there on the same trail I was on, where the deer just jumped right out in front of me, like boom, and then just started taking off down this trail here, and then went into the brush. The mosquitoes hanging out on these flowers, so when you like ride through them like that, you just get tore up. But good thing I put that bug spray on earlier. Whoa, it's getting thick. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of cottonmouths over here, or water moccasins, whatever. They kind of come out like in the morning, like, I don't know if I've seen any during the day. So how are we doing here? Before this was like covered in, this whole area was like a floodplain, but now I think we're looking pretty good. Still pretty muddy. Oh, sorry, it's the last place I'm going before I go back, so I can get muddy. Hey guys, I'm gonna call the video there. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button for me, please. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.